when people die, they don't feel dead. They feel more alive than they've ever been before. They say they come alive, and they have a body still, but it's a spiritual body. And they often say, it wasn't like I had 5 senses. I still could touch, taste, but I had more like 50 senses. And the senses were heightened, like the sight that you could see felt like for miles, or, hearing or touch, everything was supercharged. Now, what's interesting is they usually stay within the room and are usually up above looking down at their own resuscitation. And in chapter 2, I write about skeptical doctors in the afterlife. And I write about many skeptical cardiologists and oncologists who, interviewing their patients, changed their view. They thought, when you die, it's lights out, done, you're over. And they changed their view to believe, no, consciousness lasts beyond the grave. Now, whether they get it that it connects to the Bible or not isn't always clear.
But they get that this doesn't seem to be the end.
Yeah, because of very verifiable things that have been reported. So, for instance,
that are consistent.
Yeah. So this has been reported in the Journal of the American Medical Association. About 900 scholarly journals have written on this now. One Gallup poll says 1 out of 25 people have had a near-death experience. This is not uncommon. But Christians have not wrestled with, okay, but we need to reconcile it to the Scriptures. How do we do that? That's what I was trying to do. And it does. So Paul said, I believe Paul had a near-death experience. Acts chapter 14, he's stoned to death, dragged out of the city, left for dead, and then he gets up and goes back into the city. Mm-hmm. Personally, I don't think I would have gone back into the city that just stoned me to death. But
and he did refer to it like an out-of-body experience.
In 1 Corinthians 12, he says, he talks about himself 14 years ago, whether in the body or out of the body, I don't know. Why? Because you still feel like you have a body.
Sure.
And he talks about being taken up into heaven and seeing inexpressible things, right? But he also talks about in 1 Corinthians 15 that our bodies are sown a natural body, but they're raised a spiritual body. They're sown in weakness, but they're raised in power.